is an ESPN special presentation.
ESPN, the world's leader in motorsports coverage, presents Speed World. Today, live from Darlington Raceway in South Carolina, it's the TranSouth 500. And the showers that were predicted earlier this week will not happen today, as we have bright sunshiny skies and temperature in the low 60s. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Bob Jenkins, and welcome to Darlington, and welcome to another year of Winston Cup race coverage here on ESPN. We'll televise 16 Winston Cup events for you during the 1992 season, including the season capper at Atlanta in November. And a huge crowd is on hand as we get set to go racing, and we are excited, right, guys?
And we are ready to go. Doyle Ford has told the drivers the next time by, expect a green flag. They'll go barreling down in turn one.
And we will be off and running for another year of Winston Cup racing. Let's take a look at the track description here. It's 1.366 miles in length, full speed 163.067, a time of 30.157 seconds. Turn 4 is the area to watch for. We've seen lots of crashes there in the past. As we get set for ESPN Speed World coverage of Winston Cup racing in 92, the green flag is out. The TranSouth 500 is underway.
Went radio silent there early. This is these 2x2 starts and restarts are just crazy at Darlington. Especially going into turn 3 here, they really slam on the brakes. We have a modified fuel window here, just so we're not limping around the track on dead tires for half of the race. Pit window's about 43 laps, and we have to be careful with our tires though still, because if we don't, the last 10 laps of the run, the AI eats our lunch. My name's Adam. Thanks for checking out the video. Race 5 already in this season. Missed the entry there, but we're fine. We usually wreck at Darlington, so we can expect that to happen today. One random caution, 40% race, and we're doing the 400. I know there's probably some inconsistency with what I'm naming the races in the graphics compared to what they were real world. The Rockingham race was the Good Wrench 500. We call it the 400. In 92, this was the TranSouth 500, but we called it the 400. They were running 500-mile races both times at Darlington back then. Just a long race. Got into Chad Little there. And I want to say it's a good thing that we're starting back here. We started, what, 29th-ish? Almost in 30th. And it's good because we can learn how to run the track. We're not, we're not killing our tires, because as I mentioned, we're going to have to learn tire management. Our best hope is the last leg of the race is like a 20-lap sprint or something. Because at 43 laps or so, that's 2 pit stops And then towards the end of the race, we'd be close to our third stop, and we'd be on our dead tires that we don't want to be on. This should be the last race. Production note, this should be the last race I'm using a pop filter on my microphone. Starting at Bristol, I'll have like a sock windscreen over the microphone instead of a pop filter, because I'm not going to get into it. Just, it's easier. Just so my P's aren't popping and my S's aren't S-ing. I meant to see how good Ernie Irvan was in 1992. I think he won some races. I know he won quite a few races with the Kodak car. Morgan McClure, whatever. But he's not doing well this season. Even DNF Society, he had a DNF somewhere. Rockingham, pretty sure. But even that aside, I don't think he's running as well as he should be. But it's a tough balance because we have those 4 drivers at the front that we want to be contending for a championship. And I mean, Darrell Waltrip won 3 races in '92. Some other guys won some. And it's going to be tough in a simulation trying to get guys to win, you know, reflective of how they did in '92. Just, I don't think it's going to happen. Speaking of all that, here are the points. I looked at them pre-race. I'm not looking at them now as I'm talking about them, so I can't give a full analysis of them. But Rusty Wallace is in the points lead. We're up there. Alan Kulwicki's up there, obviously. And Davey Allison's having a rough one so far. Ricky Rudd's doing really bad. He had DNF somewhere, Richmond, and you know, if you've been following the season so far, Davey Allison and Bill Elliott, they were part of the pitters at Rockingham toward the end, and then they took on 2 tires at Atlanta that pushed them back. And speaking of Atlanta, I put all that info up at the end of that race, and you saw how well all the 4-tire drivers finished. I mean, that goes to show that 4 tires was the right call. I didn't check where we're pitting on pit road, so we'll be winging that. And I meant to give us a better pit sign. I can't think of the word for it right now. Something that's more distinguishable when our blood pressure goes up when we enter pit road wall. No damage. Never try to pass in 3 and 4, dummy. But that's the problem here. That's a tough place to pass, but we don't have the get up and go to pass them going into 1 and 2. That's why it seems like I'm just on a treadmill here. Look out. We can pass them going into 3 if we do it like this. But tracking them down between 3 and 4 and trying to pass them here, not gonna happen. Nice run here, and we're gonna pass Cope. And And we're not going to push the issue to get Stanley Smith there into the turn. Yeah, I think I'm up to date on everything else. As far as updates, I wanted to mention the points. Talked about how Atlanta ended with the tires. I think I've covered everything. We are making a mini charge now, making some passes. That's something too, I just remembered. Coming out of 4, if there's cars side by side, the AI car behind the cars side by side doesn't like the side by side at all, and they really slow up. And we saw that with Michael Waltrip racing behind Hensley in the 66 and Mike Potter in the 77, so. Pretty sure we're coming up on Rusty Wallace here, the current points leader. And as exciting as that is to see him in the points lead, you know, it's just as the season really kicks into gear, we're going to see Kulwicki and Elliott and Petty and Allison start finally getting finishes and moving up in the points. It's just the way she goes. The end of the 92 season as a whole, and especially, you know, the 92 mythologized 92 Hooters 500, and having all those guys eligible to win the championship in that final race. That's a very rare thing, and I'm not holding out a hope that we're going to have something similar to that in our season, because it was just a perfect storm for that season. Unfortunately, we're about to go to commercial break, because I know this is the part of the run where I have to start conserving my tires a little bit. We're still 20 laps from pit stops, but I know if I want to hang at the end of the run, we have to be careful now.
Welcome to Winston Cup Racing on ESPN. We'll be right back.
Conditioners, choose your combination and feel like you just stepped out of the salon with Salon Selectives. Choose to be your most beautiful.
Darlington Raceway in South Carolina, hosting the 5th event of the 1992 Winston Cup season, the TranSouth 500, and we're glad you could join us live here on ESPN Speed World. And our Speed World coverage is being brought to you by Ford and your Ford dealer. Have you driven a Ford lately? By Goodyear, #1 in tires. And by Fram oil filters. Fram, you can pay a little now or a lot later.
Rusty Wallace got around Dale Earnhardt. Now Earnhardt's trying to get around Bobby Hamilton, and they're holding us up here. Got about 12 laps left before pit stops. Oh. No one out of the race yet. Earnhardt's really slow. He had the pole here too. Tires are still green. This is a really good run. We may have him here. Nope. This is where it gets sluggish, where we just don't have enough to get them anywhere on the track. It seems like we can get them there, but it's just too... uh-oh. Smoke. A wreck or something. Not our problem. Didn't see anybody on pit road. Once the field all passes the start finish, we'll see who got in trouble. Leaders are about 7 seconds from lapping people. Nobody's off the pace. I'm guessing it was Richard Petty, though. Richard Petty started near us. He had that big accident with Ricky Rudd, just slammed into him at Richmond. So he's come down to earth a little bit since Daytona. We're going for this move here. That's the prime passing position, but we can't do it that often because that eats up the tires. Wow, I thought that was Rusty Wallace ahead of Bobby Hamilton, but that's Jimmy Spencer, so Rusty Wallace really took off from us. Davey Allison in the lead. I'm not sure who was in the lead when we went to break. I'm not sure if I used the ads coming back from commercial there or the blimp, but the copter cam wasn't a thing in 1992, but we're using it. Copter cam, they didn't start using that until like 1995. Late 95 or early 96, actually. I don't want to be definitive and say 1995. Because I don't think it was 1995.
We'll give you 1 can of fuel.
Man, we're still green on our tires. Yeah, we're about 2 seconds off at the end of the run, tires-wise. That's what I expected. We just don't have enough. We don't have enough to get him there. We want Bobby Hamilton to dive out here, make a move. Nope. And this is tricky. If we try to do this Earnhardt move, that's so dangerous. I mean, this is our go-to move here. We just have to remember when we really get down to it that we have to give the AI the same courtesy in that turn. If they have that line, we gotta just pull up and let them go. Pit stops are going to be coming up here in about 2 laps-ish. And we're yellow on the tires. And when they pit at Darlington, they pit at Darlington. They slam on their brakes and head down in there. So I'm going to be tiptoeing into 3 these next few laps. maybe it's lap 53. I don't know. Yo, forgot to turn. I think it is 53 actually. Nope, 43. Thank goodness. Thank goodness Darrell Waltrip wasn't pitting. We are pitting this time, though. You don't want to lose 2-3 seconds a lap on the guys with new tires. Richard Petty, and I think Derek Cope or Hutch Strickland are near us.
The leader's pitting now.
I don't see any of them here.
Keep it under 45. Keep it under 3,500 in second.
We're going to be close to the end of pit road here. There we go. Oh, there's Cope. And we're giving Petty tons of room here if he's coming in. I don't see him.
Go, go, go! Yes, we nailed that stop. Great work.
Hey, that's our first
Leader's pitting now.
circa 14-second
Keep it
stop
under 3,500
of the season.
in second.
Yeah, we came in behind Gordon. This is where we're at now. Rusty Wallace got stuck in his stall back there. Kowicki. We're with a good group of guys here.
Okay, you're clear of pit lane.
Easy to spin out on new tires coming out of pit road here.
Okay, merge when you can.
I'm merging, Jack. There's Earnhardt. Wow. Must have had a real good stop. Look out. All right, Jimmy Spencer, we passed him. This is going to be Darrell Waltrip down here. Let's figure out how the hell he's going to merge. All right, we're good. Oh, we had a run on him if I didn't go up into the wall.
You're now in the top 20.
Oh, I don't like Darrell Waltrip back there. Bobby Hamilton's a little bit out of his element. Running up here with the fast cars. Kind of screwed over Darrell Waltrip there in the turn. It was either that or wreck. So sorry about that. Oh, he's got us here. That's what I was just talking about. If they get that run below us, we got to let them go. I'm not slamming into the wall. And I think we're going to be staring at this AC Delco for a while. Oh, we had another one. I was taking a little bit of break from the action. Earnhardt passed us. Wallace is catching us, and we've had another incident in turn 3. And I had checked the replay real quick, and it wasn't Richard Petty. Richard Petty just like lost a bunch of spot, like back the first time we saw it. Richard Petty had just lost a bunch of spots over the course of a couple laps. And it wasn't Greg Sachs. Greg Sachs had a DNF somewhere I probably showed, and it wasn't him. And when I was blitzing through the field in the replay, I couldn't find who it was, but we'll find it. I'll have it accurately portrayed in the race. Both that earlier one and this one we just saw. It looks like it was just a carbon copy of whatever happened. All right, if we want to make moves, we got to make moves here. Used up the tires a little bit. We were pretty good at the end of that run, tires-wise, so I'm not worried. We got a slow car up here? Yeah, a lapper. I wasn't pushing the issue there. I have wrecked too many times trying to push the issue. Mike Potter's really holding up everything. I don't know who that could be that ran into that wall. Right, the bright side is when they make a move on the AI, they really let up. So we're going to abuse that and get around Jeff Gordon. And guys, we got to get around Mike Potter. All right, Earnhardt's finally going to do it. DW's going to follow him. And we're not. We have to get Mike Potter somewhere else. We're getting him into 3, though.
Car outside. Clear outside.
We don't have our stripe yet, but we did hit the wall early. Halfway home. What I foresee happening here is DW finally getting around Earnhardt, and then we're really just going to settle in and follow Darrell Waltrip. Come on, make your move. Nope. Come on. Damn it, DW. DW. Make a move. That group behind us is really backed off. They probably had to deal with Mike Potter.
The yellow flag is out.
Oh.
Let's go. Race back to the line. There's too much debris on the track.
Man, I didn't touch the INI files, didn't do anything. We're getting a lot of, there's debris on the track cautions
Pit road is closed.
this season already. That's got to be 3. All right, we're coming up on pit stops. Let's figure out what's happening here.
Pit road is now open.
All right, we got
Keep it under 45. Keep it under
4 tires and
3,500
fuel,
in
everything.
seconds. The pace cars on the front straight.
Richard Petty. Trying to think. He's probably a lap down. He is. So he wasn't in. He wasn't coming in
Cars in turn 1.
this round, and we'll probably be out before he comes in. Good. Nobody's coming. We're ready to go. Drop it.
Go, go, go! Limit 45. Keep it under 3,500 in seconds.
This is
Pace
the best
cars
place to
in
gain
turn 2.
positions
Watch
here.
that speed now. Keep it on 3,500 in seconds. Okay, you're clear of pit lane. Stay behind.
Okay, we've been in this situation before all season. At Rockingham, at Atlanta, where we have a a caution in the second half of the race, and we have a restart, and we wreck. So let's not do it. We're going to do it, but let's not do it. And here's the tire marks here. I found the second one. That was Derek Cope. The big issue I have is when I'm trying to find replays on the fly during the race. At Darlington, all the camera angles are from the inside of the track, and I can't find any of the damage on the right side of the cars.
Green, green, green.
I tried to dip down there early to cheat, but these guys are legally passing me on the outside. Damn it. Again, this is Operation Don't Wreck. And we're staying off of Jimmy Hensley. The field really bunched up here. We have some slow cars. We have Ted Musgrave in second place. I don't know how that could happen. Oh boy. I don't like this at all. I don't like side by side coming out of this turn. I'm not going to like side by side coming into 3. I'm not going to like it coming out of 4. I think I just have to get better. I think that's what the problem is. Oh, yep. Oh, man. The leaders are loving this. I mean, we're going all in. There we go. Okay. We restarted 14th. We're in 16th. Now we have to start thinking pit strategy. We know there's another caution coming. Most likely. Random caution. I did spend a few extra minutes in the replays. That random caution might have flown while I was in there. Who knows? And as we learned at Atlanta, although Darlington's a different beast track, or, tire-wise, the AI might employ different tire strategies. Mike Potter wasn't giving us that. We got to take it, though. We really ruined Darrell Waltrip's plans to get around Ted Musgrave. And I guess he was in second because he didn't pit. or something. Took 2 tires maybe as some kind of strategy. And these slow cars, for some reason, some of these cars were at the tail end of the lead lap to restart. They weren't a true lap down. So that's what we're encountering now. Like Jimmy Means, for example. Whoa, Jeff Gordon. Gotta give Mark Martin room.
Clear outside. Outside. Stay low.
What was I talking earlier about? Pit strategy. Now, we know the AI will employ different tire strategies. So, I mean, 4 fresh tires, that's gold at Darlington. So I actually don't care what they do because we're taking on 4 if there's another round of pit stops. But we'll have to see, because the downside is you saw how we were just mired in muck back here for the last 10 laps on this restart, and having 4 fresh tires does crap in that instance, because it's not helping you at all. Nah. Make your move, Jeff. Thank you. Dangerous. Nope. Okay. Oh, is Gordon making a move on Petty? Why is Gordon so good here? But we'll use that loss in momentum to get around Petty. But we still got a long ways to go to the leaders here. 8 seconds and change. Bill Elliott in the lead. Alan Kulwicki was like running 15th, 16th. Now he's up there. And we can afford... Man, what happened to these guys behind us? As much as we want to get sucked back up to the leaders, I don't like the idea of a caution coming out.
The yellow flag is out.
There we go.
Race back to the line.
With 30 to go, my goodness. That's going to be interesting. If we run the wheels off of this, we're remember I said with about 10 laps left in a run is when the AI starts eating our lunch for us. So we're going to have those full 30 laps to go all out. We just can't wreck.
Okay, we're under caution. Catch up to the end of the pace line. Stay behind the 24 car.
Okay, here we go.
Now open.
The biggest pit stop of our lives. Maybe. Because the AI might just be taking on fuel.
Limit 45.
They better be taking on
Under
tires.
3,500 in seconds. The pace cars on the front straight. Watch that speed now. Keep it on 3,500 in seconds.
Do it. Just try to get a look at everyone here, see what they're doing. Right sides.
The pace cars in turn 1. Go, go, go!
Gonna let Bodine go so we can get up to this top outside line here.
The pace cars in turn 2.
There might be some differing strategies here.
Okay, you're clear of pit lane. Stay behind the 7 car.
All right, we're going green here with, there's gonna be 28 laps left. I noticed in some of my earlier videos, I've just completely said the wrong laps to go number when it's staring me right in the face. Jeff Gordon's in the lead here, but he only took 2 tires. Hopefully I put up another graphic on who took 2 and 4 here on this last stop. Mike Potter, who was a lap down, is ahead of Kulwicki here. I don't know
Get ready now. Going green.
how that happened, but I know for sure Gordon took on 2 tires. So that's something to think about. We have lappers up there as well. And I realized during this caution that I didn't set everything up in order to do a field summary of this race. Apologies, but there's a quick look at the standings here.
Green, green, green.
Never mind. All right, we'll catch them in 1. I'm not worried about it. Or we'll definitely catch them in 3 and 4. Two tires was not the way to go. Jeff Gordon's already learning that up front. Those lappers are passing him already. And we're going to know who took on 2 and 4.
Stay low. Clear. Outside. Stay low. Keep low. Clear outside.
There's that checkup behind the side-by-side stuff.
Stay low.
That's a hungry Mark Martin behind us. Let's just be smart here. Let's not throw away the race with 20 to go. Getting the win here is a long shot.
Stay low. Clear.
Davey Allison out in the lead. He's probably going to run away with this. Morgan Shepherd, I'm pretty sure, took on 4. So I think the 2 tire strategy wasn't, it was not the most common. Uh-oh. That's the same thing we've seen a couple times. No caution yet. So that's
You're in the top 10.
seems like that's an issue at Darlington.
Outside.
And at first glance, Gant, that was the same animation set of animations. Well, it's not really animations. This is all physics. It's not like the Madden games where everything's animation based.
Keep low.
Shout out to Ryan Moody's channel.
Clear
But
outside.
when I saw the Cope wreck in that same spot, his car did the same thing. It was getting its stripe and then it, turned toward the wall somewhat and then straightened out again. We're top 10 here, baby.
Outside.
We're winning the championship this year.
Stay low. Clear outside.
Might just make everyone mad and win the championship without even winning a race. But let's not throw it away here. Side by side off this turn. That's good. Wonder if Sterling took on 2 tires. Gordon took on 2, but he's hanging in there. But he's done though.
Clear.
I mean, he was in front of us. We went in 8th or something. Came out 14th. So some guys definitely took on 2. But
20 laps to go.
I mean, he'd be sitting with us right now on 4. It wasn't smart. 20 laps to go. Dale Jarrett, I don't think, has been a front runner all race, so I think he only took on 2. If I had to guess. I wonder what happens to the AI after I pass them. Seems like every time I pass them, they fall off like 5 seconds. I'm gonna say Dale Jarrett took on 2 tires.
Still there. Clear. You're in 5th.
It's comforting to see Davey Allison probably getting the win here. Cal Petty could have gotten the win at Atlanta. Bill Elliott's been in, he's been running near the front all race until, the late race pit strategies we've talked about. And I'm guessing you've noticed the trend if you've been watching all these races that the Fab Four there, Elliott, Kulwicki, Petty, and Allison. I mean, they're definitely better than the rest of the cars. And you've probably noticed that it just becomes a 5-car race for the wins usually at the end of these races. And as I was talking about earlier, in this sim, when we want that 4-car battle to, in order to try to recreate the 92 season, it's hard to get Darrell Waltrip a win somewhere. It's hard to get Dale Earnhardt a win somewhere. Ernie Irvan a win somewhere. Boy, they fell off me back there. I think Cal Petty's coming after us though. Almost got our stripe because I was looking at the standings. Or the whatever down there on the right.
That car's a lap down.
Where's Rusty Wallace? We came in 9 points behind him. He's in 21st. So if that doesn't change, we are going to have the points lead. But Kulwicki's up there too. And we're actually catching Kulwicki. I think we could have won Atlanta on that final lap. And I think we could win here too if we don't start 30th. And if we don't get stuck behind Stanley Smith with 10 laps to go, 12 laps to go. Being careful here. I'm not diving below him. Coming out of 2 there.
Outside. Clear.
Just like Atlanta, I mean,
We got just 10 more to go.
all told, pretty uneventful race. We, knock on wood, we haven't wrecked. Is this all for the lead here? I don't think so. Surprising run for Morgan Shepherd. All right, we're 5 seconds behind Davey Allison. I don't think we're going to catch him. I think I was talking about it earlier sometime that, you know, Darlington's, other than that weird stuff we've seen in turn 3 this race, Darlington's usually good for an actual AI caution. All right, this is tricky. Not tricky. It's not going to be advisable to try to make some kind of big pass here. We want them to handle these lap down cars. I'm not wrecking. We're in 5th. We're winning a championship this season. We're not diving under Kulwicki here. Just not doing it. This fictional championship is very important to me.
Outside.
We'll get him here. That was an easy decision.
Just 5 more to go. You're in 4th.
Letting him go.
Clear.
He kind of arrow pushed me into 1, and I didn't like the looks of that. Seconds. Nope, not doing it.
Go.
Take it.
Clear.
What do we got here? Bunch of pit. Are these? I bet Mike Potter's gonna be pitting too. I bet some of those lap down cars just didn't pit for track position. All right, Kulwicki really ran away from Shepard here.
Just 2 to go.
See if we can get him here when he goes up the track. No, I don't like that. Oh, no.
Clear. Car outside.
But we hurt his momentum enough that we should get him here.
Clear. Outside. Clear.
All right, coming up on the last lap. Looks like Allison's running away with this.
Black flag. One more lap to go. Back and forth now.
Looks like he hit some lappers up there, but it's probably not going to be an issue. We're getting the top 5. Third top 5 in a row, pretty sure.
There's the flag. It's over. Great job, buddy.
Not sure who led all the laps this race, but I'm putting that up. All right, Davey Allison gets the win. Elliott, Kolwicki, Bodine, we all finished up there. Kyle Petty kind of fell off. We'll have to take a look at that. I don't even see him in the standings yet. Dale Jarrett, top 10. DW, Jeff Gordon hung out in the top 10. Rusty Wallace finished 13th. Big jump here. So we might be tied with him. We didn't lead a lap here. Earnhardt had the pole finish 22nd. Ernie Irvin, we were talking about him a bunch this race, 28th. Kyle Petty finished 35th. Hopefully I've put up what happened with him there. Holy cow. And we lost Greg Sachs. Greg Sachs was the only DNF. Sandy had a header issue. All right, that's Darlington. That was a good race. Again, uneventful, not a lot of wrecks and stuff. But good racing. 20, 30 more laps, we might have a chance at the win there. And we might get that at the 500, Southern 500 later this season. Thanks for watching. We're 5 races in, 24 races to go. Having a lot of fun with this stuff. All right, thanks for watching.